All right, guys. Here we are. So I'm going to be answering all my questions for the next 2 hours, as I promised. Just gotta get this set up. All right. So I hate to say this because it just seems like, I don't know, negligence or however you want to say it, but March has been quite the busy month for me. More on the personal training aspect of things, and that's not a bad thing. But as I'm starting to balance essentially content creation with personal training and online coaching, I'm just trying to find that balance right now. So that's why a lot of comments have gone unanswered, and trust me, it's not intentional. It's not like I don't want to respond, but all right, we're just gonna go down the list, and some of these comments will have absolutely nothing to do with anything, and then some are gonna be awesome. And we're gonna start with number one. Get an iPhone, please. Oh man, I thought I lost you guys. I got a notification. I tried to click it off, and then it turned my whole thing off. See, I'm still learning how this works. So maybe just don't touch my phone, right? Okay. So first comment: get an iPhone, please. I can't. I actually had an iPhone when I first started the channel, but um, I had to switch over to Droid country because it's a lot easier to transfer data. So I mean, if iPhone wasn't so exclusive, I'd still have it, right? Uh, so I guess I will. I can't. Android phone is better. All right, here's some isometric questions here. In the meantime, guys, while we are here, I'm gonna have the live stream up on the channel itself. So, like, I don't want to like. I'm looking at my laptop now. So as I have the live stream up, um, feel free to ask me anything. Just let me make sure I get all this up. Ask me anything. You hear that? So I just muted myself. Okay, so I have it up. Okay, cool. That's a badass shirt. I keep expecting you to say Mr. LaFarage engaged. What is that from? Thanks. All right. Oh, bro, you deserve so many more views. You are a legit top-notch presenter, and the information is important. Oh, that was from the total body tension technique. If anybody is a Dragon Ball fan, um, he probably saw that video and understood the value of isotension and tensing up all the muscles, and the Dragon Ball reference. It was so perfect. I had to make that the thumbnail. If you haven't seen the total body tension technique video, you should definitely watch it. It's kind of nerdy with the whole Dragon Ball reference, but as far as the exercise science portion, it literally makes perfect sense. I was really excited about that video, and if you watch it, you can tell the excitement. So let me respond to him. Thank you so much. I try. I'm still learning, which is true because I feel like there are YouTubers that are way better than me as far as their viewer retention and the way that they drop information. But I'm trying. One day we'll get there. Better, but I'm glad you love the info and content. Thank you for your support. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So now we're gonna go to hysterical strength. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that video. Hysterical strength, fact or fiction. So this Akinaman. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. I'm gonna be butchering names. Just put that out there. I think it doesn't um This is his words. I think it doesn't studied in lab cause it's impossible. You can't. I swear that's what it says. Um, you can't just activate it just because it's in moment of danger that can be created in a. Okay, so I think that it might be one of the English might be a second language, which is fine. I see a symbol that is not English there, so that makes sense. But essentially he's saying you're right, you can't just activate hysterical strength, which is right. You can't just activate. People be going around destroying their own body. So I'm just gonna say you totally get it. Okay. Alexander Zast, the amazing Samson. George Snell, oh my gosh, he's such an OG sub, yo. Yes. How long has he been a 2 years subscriber? Yes. Me looking how I do isometrics. What am I doing wrong here? He's looking at the he's looking at the photo of Alexander's ass with the freaking horse on his back. And then he's like looking at his own isometric program. He's like, what am I doing wrong here? yo, yo, I feel the same. What are we not doing? There will be a follow-up video to that. Follow-up video to that. And every couple minutes, I'm going to go back to the live stream and check and see if you guys have any comments for me. Are you done with the Isochain? Are you exclusive to IsoMax? No, I'm still... Actually, I still use the Isochain at work for my clients. Only one of my clients is using... that I train in person. That I train is using the IsoMax because he needs to work his chest. And just so I can explain that, so I bring that to him because that was weird. It just showed up here and here at the same time. So I bring my IsoMax to work only for that one client. Now, if you follow any of my social media, I have a client that's 76 years old, and so he was in a motorcycle. We both ride. I don't know if you guys know I like to ride motorcycle. So he also rides, and he fell about 6 or 7 years ago, and after he went through this, he's very lucky to be alive. After he went through the surgery, he went to physical therapy, and then he was just like, I should just get a personal trainer. So that's how we met, actually. It's through his bike accident. And we've been training for, what was that, 20, about 7 years now, 6, 7 years. And so his shoulder, his rotator cuff, they're not in a good place. So what we've been doing is we've been using the Isochain for about the last 4 or 5 months. And since his doctor said no dynamic overhead presses, and it's crazy, it does trigger him, right? But when we do the Isochain, it's fine. And what's crazy about that is that his numbers are going up. I have to look in the camera. I keep looking over here. The camera's not over here. So his numbers have been going up. It started around like 50, 60. He's consistently pushing about 100 pounds on the at the same chain link, so it's definitely getting stronger. I really think that's a huge testament to isometrics. I mean, there's so many, but that's one of the ones that kind of hit home for me, especially because I've been training him for so long. So thanks, Dragon Door. He thanks you too. He actually bought a bar after he saw the value of the of his shoulder getting better with our session. So all right, let me get back to while I'm answering these questions on the channel, guys. Feel free to throw questions in the chat. I will be looking back and forth, but I'm just going through the entire channel. There is absolutely no way I'm going to get through all these today, but I'm trying to knock out, I'm hoping 20%. All right. Ooh, we got a results one. Okay. So I just put up a video this past week, IsoMax 1-to-1 static dynamic deadlift transfer part 1. Hint, hint, there's gonna be a part 2, and I can't wait for it. Okay, Jack Savage. Results of 14 weeks of Isochain training. Okay. Weekly average strength increase, 5%. Daily average strength increase, 0.71. Total strength increase 70%, average for all exercises. Exercises, weekly average strength increase. His his top press, I'm just reading the numbers, went up 2%. His head press went up 4.7%. I'm assuming he means shoulder press. Tricep press went up 1.95%. Chest press went up 7.9%. Power curl, bicep curl, went up 3.3%. Upright row went up 5.8%. Shrug went up 4.8%. Health lift, which is a variation of deadlifts, I'm familiar, went up 2.8. Bent over row 6.2, 6.1. Zercher squat 3.1. Pull down 5. Pull down. Lat pull down? How'd he do that? He must have a different setup. Ab crunch 10%. He used my ab crunch. He used my ab crunch. I'm so happy. Tricep push down. Oh yeah, he does have a custom setup. Okay, so tricep push down, he went up 6%. Protocol: 5 exercises, 1 repetition of 70% max for 1 set done once every 4 to 5 days.